Hi, I'm Lex Lives. I think so. I play a little. So does Die. Alright, I am going to try to. Oh, I am facing the wrong direction. I'm going to try to get some gas today. I think I'll probably go out to the desert and mine. Is probably the easiest way to do that. I see there's a gas station. Really? I see there's a gas station out this way. At least according to my map. Oh, here's one of those fountains. You're cool looking. And then I'll fly home, unload my stuff, and then fly over to the desert. Provided I brought my plane. I did. I probably could have just flown over to the gas station here. To be honest. Is this a spot I should go around? No, I can go through here. I see a crate that hasn't been opened. So, yeah, I spent a pretty quiet weekend. My niece came over. Um, she's home from college at the moment, and hung out with me for a couple days. I might have you came over the one day too. Um, we watched American Ultra, which I think is awesome. I love that movie. It is one of my favorites. Uh, it's just the right amounts of action movie and funny for me. Um, it's it's based off the MK Ultra program, which is this thing that the government did where they try to program people so that they would be basically sleeper agents. Um, and so they could use like a command phrase to activate their training without them necessarily knowing what was going on. Was a big conspiracy theory, and then it turned out to be true. Uh, which is pretty rare for conspiracy theories. There are oh, lots of conspiracy theories. Very few of them turn out to be true. But American Ultra is uh, what did I just watch? Yeah, I want to say I didn't just watch. I saw this is off topic, but I saw they were doing a sequel to a movie I like, Chronicle, and the director had decided that he didn't want there to be a sequel, and so he used his connections, influence, whatever, to basically get the sequel squashed back when they were going to do a sequel from the same author and stuff. Uh, and so now neither the author nor the original director are involved. Don't know that I can really carry much more. Let's see, we can scrap some stuff down here, I'm sure. I don't really need any of this though. And so the same guy that wrote that, I believe, wrote American Ultra. Um, Max Landis. Uh, he's an author, right? I mean, I'm pretty sure he's an author, and he's got some books that I haven't read, which I should probably read, given that I like his movies and stuff. So, um, they're not like, oh, this is a deep movie. They're usually fun action movies that have a slick storyline. Um, and So American Ultra is about this guy, and uh, he lives in a small town, and he works at a convenience store, and he's always getting into trouble with the law, and he can't leave town. No matter how hard he tries, he cannot leave town, and so he lives there with his girlfriend, and and he's just kind of a, you know, I don't want to say loser, but he's I don't know, just not going anywhere. And so the uh, the woman who ran the program that made him, um, they didn't make him, right? He was a person. They trained him and reprogrammed his brain. And so when I say made him, I mean she ran the program that did all that stuff. Um, Gets demoted, and this other guy, um, I don't know if he takes over her position, but he uh, he decides to get rid of her assets, which would be the people, and so he starts killing them because the program didn't work. Um, they could get their people, they could get them trained, they could get them programmed, but then um, uh, I don't know, they were killing themselves and stuff, I guess. Which I believe is what happened in MK Ultra. Uh, I saw a movie on it once a long time ago, but the uh, anyways, so she gets a call saying that this dude is killing off her assets. She might only have one left. I don't know what the deal is, but she goes to the town and gives him his command words, and they don't do anything. Uh, because he, I don't know, maybe a lot of drugs. He does a lot of drugs, but um, so then later when I don't remember the name of the program he's in. Uh, I know the other guys they send after him are called Tough Guys, and he kills two of them, not understanding what he's even doing. Uh, it's pretty fun. I mean, it's violent and gory and an action movie, but it's also pretty funny that he, you know, his training is taking over. It's kind of like Jason Bourne, but funny. Uh, and so yeah, it's one of my favorite movies. Chronicles also one of my favorite movies. That one is about these three friends who, I think there's three of them, uh, find a meteorite in the buried in the ground, like it had punched a hole in the ground, and when they crawled in the tunnel it had made, it irradiates them and they get superpowers. Um, and It's a found footage movie, which I kind of like sometimes. And the one character videotapes everything, and he's like super bullied, and now he's got superpowers, and so he starts. I see fire. Did you see that? Or a chest landing over here, maybe? And so then they have to try and stop him. I swear I saw. Either orange smoke or a fire in the air over here. But I don't see. I don't see a chest or anything. Because don't they continually give off smoke once they're down? Let's try to get over this tree instead of crashing into it. Nope, I don't know. I don't know what I saw, but I saw something. And now I'm trapped here on the ground with my plane because I can't get it to turn. Turn in an open direction. Or fly. That works too. I mean, that's what I was after. Ooh, ooh, I tilted up too far. Don't. There you go. There you go. Come on. Nope. Nope. Come on. We're going to go home. But yeah, it's a really good one too. There were a couple of Chronicle came out and sometimes I know I talk about this occasionally, but sometimes multiple movies of the same theme will come out at the same time, right? And uh, one of the big examples would be Deep Impact and Armageddon, right? Uh, both those movies are about an asteroid, comet, whatever, headed toward Earth, and how they try to react to it. I prefer Deep Impact. I think it has a better story. Armageddon is fun, but I think Deep Impact is the better movie of the two. Although Armageddon probably has the better cast and soundtrack. uh, but yeah, so it was one of those, and so there were like 3 or 4 movies in that theme that came out. Not found footage, but of people getting superpowers, kind of thing. I want to say, I mean, it's been years, but I want to say Chronicle and Jumper came out at the same time. Although Jumper is just a remake of a old TV series, it turns out. And I haven't seen the TV series. I saw the modern remake of the TV series. It wasn't the movie Jumper. Um, but Jumper was not as good as I had hoped it would be. Uh, but anyways, so yeah, so that's what we did. We watched American Ultra, which I really like. Um, and then oil goes in there, rags can go in there. And then after my nephew went home, he wasn't staying because they were going hunting, which I don't think they actually ended up doing. Oh man, I'm out of bullets again. Always out of bullets. Uh, and so after he left, and then like I said, they didn't do what they thought they were going to do, so he could have just stayed. Um, we watched The Magicians, which is a series we've been slowly working our way through. Uh, and so uh, that was why my niece had come over, because, like I said, we've been slowly working our way through that series as time goes here. And yeah, it was pretty good. We made it through season 4. No, we didn't make it through season 4. We made it to season 4. We are in season 4. Give me back that. I want to give you this. Actually, I think honey is medicine. This would go better if I could remember what goes where. Okay, and then you take that, and then I will take what I got and head out to the desert to get some shale. Um, but yeah, I have read the book series, The Magicians, and I think the TV show is better. Um, I I'd watched an episode of the show, and then was like, oh man, this is based off a book series. I should read the book series, and so that's what I did. I read the. Oh shoot! I crashed right into that tree. Can we make it over to the fence? No, no. Okay, we should just go this way until I get in the air. So I'd read the book series, anyways, after finding out about the show, after watching an episode of the show, and the book series was okay. I liked it, but it was. I feel like the show does what the book does better, and there are some big differences between the show and the book, and uh, mostly I think the whole book series ends at, like, right at the beginning of season 2. So there's a lot more to the show than the books. But yeah, it's like an adult Harry Potter kind of deal, and um, so they got this Magic Academy, Break Bill's Magic University, and they wait until people are adults to um, bring them in for training, and um, some people, of course, are the children of wizards with magic ability. Other people, their families are not wizard people, so they have no idea that magic even exists. So it's basically our world, but with a side of magic. Like in Harry Potter, there seems to be a lot of normal people who are aware that magic exists. Although there's a lot of people who, aren't. But it's, I think they go out of their way to hide magic more than they do in the Harry Potter universe, in The Magicians. And so what happens is the main character is obsessed with this book series that's basically Narnia, and um, I mean that's what this show is, right? It's basically Harry Potter and Narnia crossover, uh, and but with adults instead of kids. And so he he's in love with this girl, and so he learns everything he can about Fillory, which is their Narnia, because that's what she likes. Only she grows up, and he doesn't. And I mean, he grows up obviously, but he's still obsessed with Fillory, whereas she, thinks it's childish and stops thinking about it. And well, then he gets a invitation to both of them are about to graduate from college, and he doesn't want to do what he's gone to college for, if I remember correctly. It's been a long time since I saw the beginning. And all right, I should be able to find some shale around here pretty easy. It's not shale. Again, should have brought my motorcycle. I need to remember to bring that with me when I come out to do this stuff, because it would be way easier to just plop out the motorcycle and go driving around looking for shale than my slow walk in here. And so yeah, basically they go to Fillory. Oh, there's some shale, and they end up being made the kings, just like Narnia, and then they have to deal with all the problems. And the big problem is the Beast, and so he's the first bad guy of the series. He's the bad guy of the book series, and so I think I've got. I do not. I might think it, but it's not true. But I can make some. That's a lot of ladders I just made. And then the book series basically ends after they deal with the Beast and become the true rulers of Fillory, I guess. And the TV series continues. And so man, I was trying to remember. There's a lot that goes down in that show that's different than the book series. But I like it. I think the show does a better job of filling out this world than the book does. Oh. It's like, what is that noise? I need to turn my headphones up a little bit here. And so once they reached like there's a lot of crazy stuff in the show for sure, because they so basically you've got this fantasy world of different creatures, and the only when they start. Only the charter, I guess, made. Okay, so there's a pair of gods, Umber and Ember, and Umber is gone when they get there, and the beast probably killed him, and the beast has gone after Ember. And so they do a lot with trying to stop the beast and saving Ember and stuff. And then magic fails, so there's a lot trying to figure out how to get magic back. Uh, and then there's a whole storyline with the library, which I don't know how much of that's in the books. I only read the books once. Um, and so there's a lot of main characters, and each of the main characters is mostly in their own. I mean, they do stuff together all the time, constantly, but each of them also have their own specific to them storylines. And so, um, like one of the characters turns into a creature called a Niffin, and so there's a lot of fallout from that that's still going on in season 4. One of the characters uh, uh, is a traveler, so they can teleport around at will, travel between worlds, and to save their lives, they have to agree to work with the library, who are not the nicest people, and so he's got that whole storyline going on with him. The I don't remember. I don't think it works this way in the Harry Potter world. But in the magicians, there's trained wizards. And then there's the people who didn't make it into wizard college, who also try to do magic, who are called hedge witches. And so uh, there's a huge ongoing storyline with the hedge witches, and some of the main characters are hedge witches. Uh, and so there's actually some pretty major fallout happening right now in season 4 with the hedge witches. But I was trying to be mostly spoilerish free, but they don't let one of the main characters into the school, and so she becomes obsessed with magic, which she didn't even care about before, and so she goes to the head witches, and because of going to the hedge witches, she gets involved with gods, and so there's a lot going down with that kind of stuff at the moment, and but it's pretty good. I like it a lot. It's 5 seasons. The show is finished. There's 5 seasons to it, and so we made it about halfway ish. We started part of the way into season 3 because we're watching it over a couple of years now. So yeah, so we got to season 4 now. Season 4 is not as put together as the other seasons. I don't feel it's still good, but they're very jumping around with what's going on, I feel like, and there's just a little too much happening Um, or it's not that there's too much happening, it's that they've really broken apart the individual characters' storylines. And so they've gone from being focused on a single topic like they usually are, although they're never focused on a single topic, but focused in the same general directions most of the time, to having way major different storylines. And oh right, Niffin. Two of them were involved in hedge witches. One of them is still kind of involved with the hedge witches. The other one got involved with gods. One of them has been taken over by a god. One of them is was the High King of Fillory, but she just instigated her own coup so that she could leave, and put someone else in charge, because it was her only way to get around the rules of being the High King, I guess. And then um, uh, honestly, the last guy, I don't know what he's doing. Well, he's currently kind of a walking captive to the god, the evil god that's taken over one of the characters. Uh, and then right, the last guy, the traveler, he is working for the library hardcore now. Um, Although he appears to be in a branch of the library that's not as evil as the branch of the library that everybody is currently being controlled by. Basically, the library keeps track of what people do. Um, oh, well, I thought maybe you'd land, but you didn't land. You just crashed. And they do it by having all the books of your life. So the library is the magic place where your life is written out in a book. And because of stuff that went down in season 3, they now also control magic. And so they're determining who they feel are worthy enough of having access to magic. And so the one guy, he does not work for that branch of the library, although it's all the same library, but his branch is in the afterlife. Look at all these plaster casts I made. Make me... What is this? This is stack of gas cans, 10,000. It'll take 50 minutes to do that, or I can take 68 minutes to do that. All right, let's do this, and then we can do this, which is probably the other... Oh no, that's... Somehow this is faster. Alright, well you do your thing. Looks like it'll take 10 minutes to do that. Are you ready to do what my brass? Nope. Casings. Casings. Alright, well, with that, I am going to call it a day. So, be running small things, lean to the light. I will talk to you later.